Hello everyone, my name is James Suhan. I am a graduate support engineer here at E1 Solutions. And today I'm just going to kind of cover some of the similarities between SmartList Builder and Popdock, just to kind of give you a better idea of how SmartList Builder translates into Popdock and kind of where that functionality comes from and how you can make that transition and kind of get over that little learning curve to better make your lists inside of Popdock. So first, we're going to go ahead here and hop over into Popdock. So as you can see, we are here in Popdock, pretty standard. And I'm just going to kind of be running some comparisons using GP as an example, as that's where SmartList Builder is based. So that's what people are going to be most familiar with. So here in my connector, I'm just going to have my GP connector. I'm going to open that up real quick. There it is. So here in my GP connector, and also in my other browser tab, I have my Dynamics GP brought up. So here in GP, I'm going to be navigating over to SmartList Builder. Just going to go right on in here and fire it up. So here we are in the actual building section of SmartList Builder, where we build the list, and we're just going to kind of go through a sample and just build a demo list just to go through what we can do and where the similarities lie. So we're going to go over here into Popdock, and I'm just going to create a simple join list, same as I would in GP. All that there. Just leave it now on a group for now. So starting off here, we have our SmartList type, SmartList ID. We'll just call it Popdock compare. Popdock compare list. And we're just going to throw it in. We'll do sales because we're just going to do customers, keep it pretty straightforward. So like you would here in SmartList Builder, we go ahead, we select our SmartList. So we'll do customers first, and we'll just keep it pretty simple. Customer addresses. Move this up a little bit, do some adjusting. So add our link, and we'll just keep it simple. We'll do address, just to make sure those are the same. So now we have our list tied together just like that. So that's how you do it in SmartList Builder. If we hop back over into Popdock, very straightforward. Go to sales, do customers, and then with the main difference being not your default fields and such aren't brought over directly when you create the list. You have to do that yourself. So for customers, I'm just going to throw a couple of fields in here. And let's do one more. There we go. So now for Popdock, we would go add list. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. Customer addresses. We're just going to do the same link. So as you can see, we have it linked right here. We're doing our customer addresses to customers, linking it there. So, yep, and just like that, we have pretty much the same. We have our link method. Another thing is we have more methods of linking inside of Popdock that you can select after you've created that initial join. So go ahead and save that. We'll hop back over here, save it. And as you can see here, we have our different join types: inner, left outer, right outer, full outer. Basically pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Customer addresses, again, just a couple random fields, just throw them in there just for reference. So there's our basic join list, exactly how we did it here in SmartList Builder. So kind of moving on to some of the other features when it comes to default fields here. As you can see, we have some selected here. We don't really have anything for that, so I'm just going to pick a couple. So that's how you pick so there's your default fields in SmartList Builder, to which that is now over here in the Fields tab. We can go ahead. Here's our default fields list. Go ahead and select them aside from the ones you don't want. And bam, there's all your default fields right there. Nice and easy to move around, drag and drop. Whereas in SmartList Builder, you can select a field, or I guess that's in columns. And then here's your columns, shows you your fields, move up, move down. Pretty much same thing there. For go-tos, the equivalent in Popdock is going to be your list actions. This is kind of what your equivalent is for go-tos. Set your go-to, where's it going? We don't have any, we have open form, file, whatever the case may be. And then we hop back into Popdock, we have our list actions. It's an action or it's open website, what connector, what do we want to do if you have pre-programmed stuff, or if we open website, you set the website endpoint. Go-tos are your list actions. Now moving over to restrictions. Obviously, if you want to put restrictions on there, you can head back over to Popdock. We got restrictions right here. So you would add those in, very similar, pick your field. What type of restriction do you want? Value, what it applies to. Over here in SmartList Builder, obviously you can add a restriction. What table, what field, and what type of restriction, and what's the value. So again, pretty straightforward, kind of one-to-one if you're kind of seeing where these similarities are coming in. Calculations, your calculated fields here, showing up in SmartList Builder. Hop back into the Fields tab, right there. Different ways of doing it, so we can just go like test. We can choose what type of field type we want, if we want to put summary on it. Different languages, so right now we have C# and Popdock script, but there's a little bit easier functionality here in Popdock. Whereas like if we go here, obviously it wants you to run some type of script, but you do have fields, but you don't really have, you have to pretty much manually type out the functions. And then there's the validate. Whereas in Popdock, you could do Popdock script, so we can go like add function. Let's say I want to add 30 days. So I could do a field that adds 30 days. Do that, we can validate it, it's all good. Everything's good to go there. So there's your calculations, quite simple, pretty straightforward. So now in our options, duplicate, preview, create view, like we have all these extra options and kind of stuff like that. Most of that stuff is over here, like we have details that you can do to connect. We also have color coding, which you don't have in SmartList Builder, that's a new. We have our variables as well, which can come in, and other good stuff like that. And then here's our preview. Spin it up, get a preview, brings back 100 records, tells you what's going on. Options, preview data, there you go. So there's all that good stuff. So we'll just save this. And then we'll head into SmartList Builder. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. So we can go and view our smart lists. So we do that, our list is going and going. We're here in smart lists. Obviously we can go here and let's see, where is it? Right here. Popdock compare list. There's our smart list here that we're looking at. We can head back here into Popdock. Go to our gateway. Or we actually put that in unassigned. Test comparison, which you can always change the group as needed. And there we go. we have our list pretty much similar to what it would be inside of SmartList Builder. So as always, thank you for watching. If you like these type of videos, please continue coming back. We'll continue making them to help make your experience with Popdock that much better. Thank you, and as always, have a nice day.